RNC Chairman Michael Whatley. Sir, I imagine there's probably some discussions and some scurrying around RNC headquarters over this.
Well, right now, I think we wait and see kind of what it looks like it's going to develop. We are very, very focused on making sure that we have the right environment to run in, and getting the big, beautiful bill passed was absolutely essential so that we could extend the Trump tax cuts. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security. That is going to be the single most important piece of legislation that we have passed, that we need to get in place. And then we're going to work going forward to see what the other rescission packages are going to look like. But if we do our job at the RNC, we are blocking, we are tackling, we're making sure that we have an environment where Republicans understand the issues that the voters care about and put solutions on the table, then we will be in a better place going into the election cycle than the Democrats.
Well, sir, let me get into that a little bit. You talked about rescission packages. Look, there's a lot of things that we heard from Mike Johnson. Like, look, I want to be a Republican cheerleader all the way. However, I'm super annoyed with some of the things that got stripped out of that bill. I'm sure you are as well. We all have something we wanted in there. However, what is going to be the midterm pitch to Americans for the Republican Party? And I think I speak for a lot of people here. It's like, hey, we're promising you more stuff. There were a lot of things that were being promised that were like, oh, we'll get to it on the next bill. What is the pathway forward to get things like that? No income tax under $200,000, or eliminating short-barreled rifles and suppressors from the NFA, things like that.
Yeah, look, the package that the president just got enacted into law is what he ran on, right? We ran on a strong economy. We ran on a strong southern border. We ran on a strong standing in the world. And this bill delivers that. We are now in a position where these Trump tax cuts are extended. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security. We also have huge provisions regarding our southern border and making sure that we're going to be able to finish the wall, and that we're going to have, ICE officers that are going to be able to violate, to deport these violent, criminal, illegal aliens. It's absolutely essential for us. And the national security provisions are absolutely huge. But Congress has said, Mike Johnson has said, John Thune has said, we're not done yet. We've got plenty left to go in terms of getting this agenda enacted. And the election cycle is going to be dependent completely on the Republican ability to deliver on this agenda that the Republican voters, the American voters, use to put Donald Trump in place.
Yeah, and I hope that behind the scenes, you don't have to tell us about it, but there are some conversations that are saying, hey, guys, you got to carry it over the finish line. The other thing is, former CIA Director John Brennan, I hate this guy, okay? He may be exposed to perjury problems after the current CIA Director, John Ratcliffe, released an internal review of the agency's Russian hoax material. Remember that? That went on forever. $40 million of taxpayer money. Ratcliffe tweeting out, President Trump has trusted me with helping end the weaponization of U.S. intelligence. Today's report underscores that the 2016 IC assessment was conducted through an atypical and corrupt process under the politically charged environments of former Director Brennan and Comey.
Yeah, look, the weaponization of the federal government under Joe Biden and his administration was absolutely appalling, and we need to get to the bottom of it, and we need to make sure that this can never happen again.
Yeah. Well, Randi Weingarten, too, real quick before I let you go. This woman stepping down from the DNC. I don't know what she was doing there anyway as the, chairman of the biggest teachers union there is. But she made this dramatic exit from there, tweeted this out, though, on 4th of July, hoping this 4RTH of July, the sun starts peeking through. Peeking spelled wrong. Not she spelled fourth wrong, the abbreviated version of fourth wrong. She also used the wrong version of peaking, PEA. She should have said PEE.
Yeah, look, I think that right now the Democratic National Committee is, in trouble. There's no question about it. But the fact is, at the end of the day, the Democrats will have plenty of money in the elections. The teachers' unions under Randi Weingarten are going to have plenty of money in this election. They're going to fund their candidates. There's no question about it. What we need to do is continue to understand the issues that the voters care about and put solutions on the table and deliver. That's what Donald Trump is doing. That's what we saw from the House and the Senate over the last couple of months as they put this legislation together. And we need to continue to deliver for the American voters. That's what's going to make a big difference in the elections.
Well, also, the fact that the woman with no children is running our education department, telling us what is best for our children, kind of irritates me a little bit. Michael Whatley, we appreciate it very much, sir.
Absolutely. Thanks, Carl. It's good to be on with you.
All right. Talk soon.